Welcome to Knockout Racing Circuit for a look at the first ModSports event of the year, where they were put in alongside the Scottish Classics for a bumper feature race at Knockout Racing Circuit, which saw an extremely packed field of cars with a big assortment throughout, from radicals all the way back down to the classics, with our trusty minis as well. This was a fabulous spectacle for the spectators to see under lovely sunny skies. You can see the heat haze as we look up from the hairpin to the Beatson's Bridge, but the lights are on, a full complement of lights, and down towards turn 1 for the first time. A great start in the mid-pack from the minis, as you would expect. And Ian Mitchell there in his little Nova also launching well off the line as they make their way down towards toughest dip for the first time of asking. Jake Simpson though up the inside and takes the lead in the Radical SR8, but he's pushed hard as you would imagine by the likes of Alistair Bapty. Down the inside comes Adam Morrison in the trusty Mini Cooper. Adam has seen so much action in that car throughout so many years. It just seems to get faster and faster. Oh, puff of smoke coming out the back there. Puff of smoke. We've got a couple of MGB GT V8s in this. Alistair Coates, Bapty and Ewan Anderson. But that puff of smoke there will have been noted, that's for sure, in the rearview mirror. But look at the lead that Jake Simpson has in this Radical, and this is exactly what you would expect the Radical to do. You'd expect it to bolt away at the front and get a bit of a handy lead on as we look further back down inside the pack there. The Rover Vitesse of Adam Kinmond, car number 64, trying to make a manoeuvre up the inside in towards the hairpin and almost completing that as the hairpin went into a tightening corner. The big Rover does get round here extremely fast and extremely well. We've got to say that as they make their way up over into the gravel. Very wide at the exit of Clark. Now that's a mistake we didn't expect the young man to make, but it shows just how hard he is pushing. Already in the 52-second bracket for lap times, and we'd expect Jake to maybe go into the 51s. Morrison now looks like he's in a pretty safe second place as they come in towards the and then we've got the 3 MGB GTs all in line. Car 32's Alistair Coates in the white car there, with Michael Anderson, a lovely manoeuvre up the inside in the Ford Focus as he slides past Colin Calder, the former Sprint and Hills champion in the ex-Harry Simpson, we'll say Ginetta, as they come through Clark Corner. The big Rover Vitesse starting to use a little bit of its tyres in this heat that we have here, and up in towards the hairpin. That looks like Charlie Cope was in trouble in the Volkswagen Golf. Looks like he was pulling up the inside of the Tri-Oval as the Craig Houston, car number 91 in the Lotus XL, goes up the inside of Adam Kinmond, as the big Rover V8 power then comes back as they come up over the crest of the hill. Some fabulous classic racing here as we get side by side under the Beatson's Bridge towards toughest dip. Breathe in, who's bravest? Kinmond launches it over the curb, but they're still side by side as they come through Leslie's. Look at the racing respect and room that they give each other through Leslie's. The big Rover then slides back up the inside on one of the tightest corners here at Knockhill. Alistair Coates under big pressure now in car number 32, and up the inside goes Bapty. Alistair Bapty only knows one way, and he launches his MG up the inside of Alistair Coates. These MGB GTs seem to be a car of choice in the classics, and it is Bapty who's giving us the Dick Dastardly smoke trail as he comes through the Black Circle chicane and heads up towards Clark Corner. So maybe a little bit of oil surge inside the engine of Alistair Bapty there, maybe keeping it just a little bit higher on the safe side of the oil level. But here comes the big MGB GT alongside Bapty in towards him, and Coates makes a lovely manoeuvre. Bapty, laid as you like on the brakes, tries to go round outside. Look at that car, sideways on the entrance to the corner. And as ever, Michael Anderson will be chuckling after that. Oh, and that's Adam Morrison. Adam Morrison breaks down on the exit of the hairpin, but just looks like he's going to use gravity as his friend and roll over the crest of the hill. He's going to park that in the Tri-Oval. What a disaster for the man who was running second overall. But we just saw a great bit of driving from Alistair Bapty, and Michael Anderson would have been chuckling at how sideways that car was on the brakes as they made their way in and through the hairpin. Great to see. There goes Stuart Thompson through there, man in his first ever race meeting in the Seat Leon, and Stuart's got the little mini just alongside him of John Kinmond. Now John Kinmond we normally see in one of the biggest cars out here. He and Adam sometimes both race the big Rover Vitesses, but John Kinmond's gone for one of the smallest cars now, as we see him looking like a good friend of mine, Ian Crockett, used to race a little mini exactly the same as that man from Minimart in Gateside. As they make their way through Clark Corner, Kinmond, you can almost see him filling the full inside of that car, and Ian Mitchell just at the back of that coming through in the trusty Vauxhall Nova number 11. But look at this, Stuart Thompson giving Kinmond a bit of a hard time here. The Seat Leon all over the back of that tiny little Austin Mini. And you would imagine, well, you'd imagine Seat to have a little bit more power, but John Kinman knows how to drive, not kill, and he has done for quite some time now. As they make their way up over the crest of the hill, the Seat power kicks in, and through he goes as they make their way in towards Duffus. Lovely bit of overtaking on the straight line, using the power advantage that the Seat Leon has. Now watch the Mini as they come back through the twisty part, and yeah, here comes Jake Simpson now. He's lapping Michael Anderson, and he's also lapping Ian Mitchell and John Kinman. Kinman keeps his car in the middle of the road. Simpson will be clever about this and try and thread the needle as they come through on the last lap of the hairpin. It's up towards the checker flag, and Jake Simpson takes that checker flag and the victory in the ModSports. You'll be delighted with that one. Michael Anderson pushes him hard for a good second place, with Alistair Coates third overall on the road and first in the Classics. Alistair Bapty comes home in fourth place and second in the Classics, and Ewan Anderson rounds out the top five in another MGB GT. ModSports winner this weekend, well, serial winner this weekend, Jake Simpson. Fantastic stuff to see you here in your Radical. First time we've seen you with the ModSports, and things have gone really well.
Yeah, I was hoping to do it last year, but I've had a few car problems and it took a while to get sorted. Otherwise you would have seen us last year, but I got everything done over winter and a little bit last minute, as you know. But I got it all sorted in the end, and I got here eventually, redone my race licence here a couple of weeks ago. So
we also saw you doing a 50.8 second lap yesterday. That's seriously quick lap times.
Yeah, in reverse direction. Like, I hadn't been here for about 13 years, so that was the last time I did a track day here. So I came up to do a good lap time. I'm impressed myself, actually. That's all right.
Looking forward to seeing you in May. Well done, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Double class win in Class C, Michael, for yourself. The trusty Ford Focus, it's never missed a beat this weekend. It's gone really, really well for you.
It has gone well. A lot of work over the winter to kind of get it back up to spec. A little bit of learning this weekend, but I think fantastic opportunity to be out with the Classics. You know, it gave us a race. Some of those MGs are they're brilliant. Worried running next to them in case you put a dent in them, right enough. But no, it's been a great weekend. Really chuffed.
And May, do we see you back racing, competing in May?
Yes, we will be back in May. Going to try and do the full season this year. So see if we can pick up some more of your fantastic trophies.